Hi guys, in this video we're going to be making a cake to celebrate the Queen's 90th birthday. So I'm going to use a 9-inch cake drum which we'll cover in fondant, and I've just got some fondant here, and I'll also use some modelling paste shortly as well. So roll out your fondant. I'm just using white, nice and thin, and we're going to cover our cake board. Now I do have a video on covering cake boards if I've run through this a little bit quick. I've just given it a quick smooth with my hands and I'm trimming off the edge with my knife like that. And I've got a stencil. I've just got a damask pattern for this one. I'm just giving it a bit of a smooth on, so it's pushed on nice and tight with my smoother. And I've got some gold rainbow dust. Now it's edible is this one. And I'm just going to brush it on, so it's just dry, and I'm just brushing it on over the stencil, but be careful not to go onto the bit of the board that doesn't have the stencil. I've only really worked around the edges just because the cake itself is going to cover the middle of the board, so it's not going to be seen. So like that. And I will put links in the description box below the video to all the equipment and materials that I've used as well. So a bit of buttercream now on a smaller cake card. So this is a 6-inch cake card, which is the same size as the bottom of my cake. And I've cut my cake in half. I've put it in the freezer for 10 minutes just to harden it up a little bit so I don't squash it when I'm icing it. And I'm just going to layer a little bit of buttercream in the middle, pop the top back on, and we're going to cover the whole cake now in a thin layer of buttercream. So we want a bit more white fondant. I've just got the Renshaw's one here. I'm going to give that a bit of a knead, and what we're going to do is roll it out nice and thin. I'm going to place it over the top of our cake and give it a rub down. Now, apologies if it doesn't look white in this picture. I actually forgot to press record when I put the white icing on my cake, so I've just taken a tiny clip of me doing the exact same thing from a different video. So back to my actual white cake. This is where I started recording from. I'm just going over it with a smoother, or you can use your hands. I'm going to trim around the edge, cutting off any excess fondant, and we're going to place this onto our board like so. Now you can put a little blob of buttercream on your board before attaching it, and I've rolled some more fondant, again in white, nice and thin, and I've got 3 large circle cutters, and these are just going to decorate our dress. So we're going to put one at the back and one at each side, so we're going to get all 3 on there like that. I've just got a Dresden tool here, and I'm just adding a few little lines and creases into the top of these circles. So starting from the centre coming outwards, and we're going to do this